Is your child a cat? Advice from a psychologist. Hello, and welcome to Modern Psychology Analysis. I am Professor Ignacio Santanova. Today, identity is at the center of many conversations. Some people do not know how to deal with a child who identifies as a cat. I am here today to help you with that problem. While there are people with serious psychological issues who may identify internally as a cat, children are often easily influenced or may not realize the harm in pretending to be experiencing an identity crisis for the sake of attention. If that is the case, then it is your job as an adult to correct this and illustrate for them how selfish and destructive that is. In order to identify if your child is actually a cat on the inside, or if they are a spoiled child who is giving in to peer pressure, we will identify the behavior of cats to help us understand how your child should be behaving if they truly identify as a cat. If your child checks off 9 out of 10 of these boxes, then they are a cat. If they do not maintain these behaviors, they are pretending and should be punished for attempting to undermine your authority, as well as being selfish and easily pressured by their peers. Number 1. Cats like to drink from sources of running water. In the wild, running water is less likely to make them sick, unlike still water. If your child has a tendency to drink from running water, there is a possibility they identify as a cat. Number 2. Cats are very clean creatures. They perform their fecal activities in the boxes of litter or in the dirt and bury it. They also clean themselves every day. If your child is unwilling to clean itself or poop in a box and bury it, then they are not a cat. Number 3. Because cats clean themselves so much, they will occasionally cough up a hairball. If your child has never once coughed up a hairball, I'm sorry to say, they are not a cat. Number 4. Cats love boxes. This is true even for big cats. Cats will tear boxes apart with their teeth, but they will also jump into them and lay inside them whenever possible. Cats will sit quietly inside a box for hours and hours without disturbing anyone. The box does not even need to be of decent quality. Cats will suffice with any box. You can even tape a square on the ground, and cats will respond to it like it is a box. If your child does not play with boxes or lay inside them for hours without making a sound, then they are not a cat. This is one of the most important indicators of being a cat. Number 5. Aside from boxes, the needs of a cat are simple. Cats do not need an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch or a Game Boy or a football or any other toy besides a stick with feathers dangling from the end. If your child demands more than cardboard boxes and dangling things to play with, then they are not a cat. Number 6. Cats do not speak. Their voice box renders them unable to say words, so they meow. We, as humans, are left to interpret what that meow means. Sometimes we do not understand, and that is not our fault, since we are more intelligent than cats, so misunderstandings are perfectly understandable. Luckily, cats do not throw tantrums when things do not go their way, like a spoiled child would do. If your child ever says anything besides meow or throws a tantrum when things do not go their way, they are not a cat. Number 7. Cats hate cucumbers. When you place a cucumber behind a cat, they have a negative reaction, often jumping for safety from the perceived threat. If your child does not freak out about cucumbers, they are not a cat. Number 8. On the note of jumping, cats have strong back legs and a low body weight, so they can jump up to 6 times their height with grace. If your child cannot jump up to 6 times their height, or even up to 3 times their height if they are fat, then they are not a cat. Number 9. Cats require meat in their diet, since they are hunters. In the wild, rodents, birds, and fish are common staples for their diet. If your child does not like cat food, you can feed them canned tuna. Cats love canned tuna and can eat it every day without complaint. If your child cannot eat canned tuna day in and day out for every meal without complaint, then they are not a cat. Number 10. Cats have tails and their bodies are flexible. If your child does not have a tail or cannot lick its own butt, then they are not a cat. These should help you determine through behavioral analysis whether or not your child is a cat. If your child is in fact a cat, they have special needs in diet and habits. Do not feed your cat human food. Do not think your cat is as intelligent as a human. Do not let your cat watch television. It is impossible for cats to play video games. And make sure your cat has food and water bowls or a fountain to drink from, since they cannot hold a cup or a fork. Thank you for watching the video. I hope this helps many troubled parents, teachers, and the children they are charged with to figure out if they are cats. Like, subscribe, or meow at the video if you found this helpful. Thank you very much. Peace be upon you all.
Thanks for watching the video. You can check out my website, M.F.S.com, for free short stories, random tutorials, and you can support me on Ko-fi or evillaboratory.com.